In early 2026, Dolly Parton celebrated her 80th birthday. After 6 decades in the music industry, she stands as Billboard's #1 country artist of all time, an inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and a billionaire business mogul. But in 1946, her reality looked exactly like this. This is Sevier County, Tennessee. It is a deeply isolated region tucked high in the Appalachian Mountains. Dolly was the 4th of 12 children born to a family living below the poverty line. They shared a single-room, dirt-floor cabin that had no electricity and no running water. That environment offered little in the way of upward mobility or resources. For a kid harboring intense ambition, the mountains presented a stark choice: figure out how to leave or accept the hand you were dealt. Her early life was a geographic trap, requiring a calculated breakout to ensure her survival. She treated her childhood like an apprenticeship. She picked up her first guitar at age 8, started writing songs, and by the time she was 10, she was performing regularly on local Knoxville television and radio stations. She didn't wait around. The exact day after she graduated high school in 1964, she packed her belongings into a cardboard suitcase and moved directly to Nashville. The breakthrough arrived 3 years later when she was cast on The Porter Wagoner Show. The television partnership turned them into a massive national draw. Yet staying a permanent co-star meant placing a ceiling on her career. She bravely struck out on her own. To soften the blow of leaving, she wrote the song "I Will Always Love You" as a farewell letter to Wagoner, effectively launching her solo career. From there, she pushed her reach far beyond country music. She crossed over into the pop charts with heavy-hitting tracks like 9 to 5 and secured leading roles in major Hollywood films like Steel Magnolias. Dominating the global pop culture landscape was phase 1 of a much longer game. The escape from the mountains was complete, and she was now gathering the resources to go back. "It takes a lot of time and money to look this cheap," she famously noted. Behind the voluminous hair, heavy makeup, and glittering rhinestones lies a remarkably sophisticated and ruthless business mind. For female recording artists in the 1960s and 70s, signing away publishing rights to secure a record deal was standard procedure. Dolly fiercely refused. She insisted on maintaining total legal control over her songs and her personal brand. This diagram illustrates the difference. On the left, a standard artist takes home a tiny fraction of mechanical royalties, while the label keeps the rights. On the right, Dolly's model captures the entire revenue flow from writing, publishing, and performance. Because she controlled the intellectual property entirely, that revenue pools rapidly into a massive, highly liquid capital reserve, completely free from studio interference. Controlling her publishing guaranteed her personal wealth. More importantly, it provided the enormous independent leverage required to rebuild the place she came from. In 1986, she took that unencumbered capital and deliberately returned to Sevier County to open the Dollywood theme park. She engineered the park as a direct economic engine, specifically designed to manufacture stable, long-term jobs for her home community. The initial park quickly expanded. Today, it operates as a sprawling resort destination, complete with water parks and dinner theaters, permanently altering the local economy. This investment created a shift where Sevier County residents no longer have to leave the region to find a living wage. This strategy extends outward into all of her global philanthropy. She targets the exact areas of deprivation that defined her youth. To combat the educational poverty she witnessed, she founded the Imagination Library. To date, the program has mailed over 270 million free books to children worldwide to ensure early access to literacy. To address healthcare gaps, she directed a $1 million donation to Vanderbilt University, money that directly funded the development of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. In 2026, she received the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award, an honorary Oscar. It recognizes a career where global fame was systematically converted into a tool, ensuring the community she left behind never has to struggle the same way again.